2022 is coming up and it's important that you set goals, but what's more important than setting goals is sticking to those goals. There isn't anything worse than seeing someone give up on their goals or set them knowing full well that they have no intention of actually following through. This year, I was able to achieve the 4 goals that I set for myself at the beginning of 2021 and do even better than I had hoped. And now I'm going to get into what those goals were and how I achieved them. The very first goal that I set for myself was to grow this YouTube channel to 2,000 subscribers, and I had no clue if I could really even do that because at the very beginning of this year, I had 900 something subscribers and I had already been weekly posting for over a year. And I just wasn't sure that I would be able to grow enough. But as you can see from my channel right now, I've done more than 2,000 subscribers, and based on having 900 subscribers in the beginning of this year, that means I've tripled the size of this channel, which is insane. And if you're subscribed, thank you. But what steps do you implement to grow your channel? Well, that led into my second goal, which was to continue posting at least one video every 7 days. And I believe right now I'm on average about 1.3 videos every 7 days, because some weeks I only have enough time to put out one video, or honestly, sometimes I lack the motivation to do more than one, and then other times I have plenty of videos and I just put them out as soon as they're done. And having that goal of telling myself, no, you are putting out a video this week, you cannot be lazy, and missing out on family dinners, get-togethers with friends, and even working on my vacation to get out a vlog for you guys, waking up at 2 a.m. just to make sure that it finished uploading to YouTube, which it didn't. Mexico Wi-Fi is horrible. All of those things are just little sacrifices that I told myself that I was going to have to make if I wanted to keep up with this load, and then also stay dedicated, because I know that that's going to be the main way that I grow my channel. All right, now goal number 3, we are now transitioning into money. And money never really used to be a thing to me. Not that like I just had so much I didn't worry about it. It was that I just didn't care. Like I was always pretty good with money as long as I could live within my means. So comfortable for me, meaning like going on a trip once or twice a year, whether that's a couple-week trip in Europe or just going to Mexico. And if I could afford to buy camera gear every now and then when I wanted it and stuff like that, not worry about having to go out to eat, I'm good. I don't really care about having that much money. And so last year during COVID, I made about 39 grand, not a lot of money. And you know, as you can tell from this channel, it's not very big right now, so I don't make a ton from YouTube either. And I only just recently got monetized in July of 2021. But last year, after that year ended, I told myself I want to make 50 grand this year. And well, I did better than that. I made about 60 grand this year while still juggling YouTube and passion projects and learning, growing. So that is something that I'm very proud of. But how does someone increase their income like that? One thing that did help me make a little bit more this year as opposed to back in 2020 was that I had some reschedulings from weddings. But I started booking more weddings this year just because that word of mouth is finally starting to spread. And I almost never run video ads. So word of mouth and my portfolio is really the only way that my credibility is going to spread through my town. And on top of being able to book more weddings, there's still random gigs that come in from people seeing my work on YouTube or Instagram, as well as a few monthly clients I've had for about 2 years now. Now that income goal leads into this next goal, which was to have $45,000 in the bank or to buy a house. And well, we bought a house. Before we bought that house, we would have had about $70,000 in the bank back in September. But because we put down 10% on the house and we had closing costs and now a higher mortgage payment, you know, $45,000 in the bank will hopefully happen soon. But man, it's expensive to first move into a place and you have all these expenses popping up. And so that's tough. By having that goal of wanting to buy a home, I knew that we were going to have to make more money as well as save more money. And in the beginning of this year, I left LA. I was no longer renting out a room there. So that was an extra $770 that I could be saving or applying towards a mortgage. And so luckily enough, we did get into a home in these crazy times where there's almost no homes for sale. When I make all these goals, I write them down in my notes and then I check in on them them every few months because it's easy to forget what your goals were, and it's a good way to audit yourself to see how well are you doing this year. If you need to realign, then that's when you do it. So check every few months and more frequently if you need to. As I'm making this video, I got a DM about a wedding. So I encourage you, if you haven't already, to set some goals that are going to get you going in the right direction for your career, your future, and your passion. Thank you everyone for watching this video and making this year a very successful year for me here on YouTube. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.